Hello and welcome back once again to Infinite Jeff, the project where I, Jeff, read the book Infinite Jest to you one page at a time. One day at a time, put it on YouTube. Yeah, it's a thing I do. This is page 391. Between Gerhardt Schitt's pipe and Avril Incandenz's Benson and Hedges and certain cheeks full of chewing tobacco, plus the maddening cooking smells of honey and chocolate and real high-lipid walnuts from the kitchen vents, plus over 150 very fit bodies, only some of which have been showered on this day off. The dining hall is warm and close and multi-odored. Mario, as auteur, opts for his late father's parodic device of mixing real and fake news summary cartridges, magazine articles, and historical headers from the last few great daily papers, all for a sort of time-lapse exposition of certain developments leading up to interdependence and subsidized time and cartographic reconfiguration and the renewal of a tight and considerably tidier imperialist US of A under Gentle. Okay, and it looks like the rest of these are like headlines. So I'll read the headline and then and then the source, the newspaper source. So, Ukraine, 2 more Baltic states apply for NATO inclusion. 16-point bold header. So then why a NATO? Editorial header. EEC sides with Pacific Rim, ups tariffs in response to U.S. quotas. Header. Gentle on waste storage from dismantled NATO therms. Not in my nation, babe. 12-point subheader. Amid smiles and two-handed handshakes that belied the high tensions here, the leaders of 12 out of 15 NATO nations today signed an accord effectively dismantling the Western Bloc's 55-year-old defensive alliance. News summary, cartridge, voiceover. U.S.-Canadian support cuts doomed NATO summit from start. Icelandic poll declares. Header. So then why not a continental alliance now, maybe? Editorial header. Mexico signs on for Organization of North American Nations, Continental Alliance, but Quebec separatists rally against Finlandization of ONAN Alliance. But gentle to Canada, unless ONAN treaty signed, NAFTA null. Manitoban therms stay put, intercontinental pollution and waste disposal each nation's interest to pursue the best they see fit. Header from veteran but methamphetamine dependent headliner fully demoted after repeating warnings about taking up too much space. Alright, that's page 391. Ideally, I wanted to read 4 more today, but I think that is all I got in me. So, I hope you enjoyed. It's currently March 18th, Thursday, 7:40 p.m. Gonna edit these tomorrow. I go to work 5:30 in the morning tomorrow. So, when I get home, I'll record the other 4 Infinite Jeffs. So that'll be 9 Infinite Jeffs and 9 Jeff Finnegan's Wakes. And then get them edited and uploaded. Yeah, because then I'll be caught up. Basically, I got a bunch in the can before I left to go to Arizona. And then when I got back, I just didn't feel like doing them. So, once I get the rest recorded and edited and uploaded tomorrow, I'll be caught up on both of them. And then I can go back to doing 1 per day. So that's the thing when you skip a day or 2, is that it just becomes more daunting. Like, it's pretty easy to do 1 of each. Like, it's about 20 minutes of work, half hour at the very most. But it just compounds. You skip one, and all of a sudden you're looking at you gotta do 4. If you skip that, well, then you gotta do 6. It just becomes easy to get behind. It's like a cycle of procrastination, and certainly not one that I'm any stranger to. Oh, a big spider. Gross. But luckily it's not a school assignment. I can fuck off all I want. So. But we get caught up. Tomorrow. Friday. Payday. Currently, playing a game called Steins Gate Elite. It's for the PlayStation 4, although it was originally for the Xbox 360, which is unusual because it's a Japanese visual novel game, which is a very Japanese genre. And the Xbox 360 was not very popular in Japan. Microsoft, who makes the Xbox, is an American company, and the Japanese, they just never made, they never made very good inroads into Japan, I think, even to this day. Whereas it's been very popular in the U.S., but Japan, in terms of video games, is definitely dominated by Sony and Nintendo, which are Japanese companies. So that makes sense. But anyway, this game is called, the original game is called Steins Gate, which they keep referring to. I still don't know exactly what it means, but it's a visual novel game. So essentially, it's very text heavy, although there's voice accompaniment as well. But basically, you're just kind of, it's like reading a cartoon. But it's got a science fiction story, and the whole point is that at certain points you can make decisions, and that'll change the outcome of the story, and it's making the right decisions to find the true ending, and it's a genre that I am a fan of. And this one's pretty good, although the main character is kind of insufferable. So I'm really hoping that there's some character growth there, because I still kind of fucking hate him. But that's been fun. Although it's definitely got a lot of those kind of eye-rolling, Japanese anime tropes, just certain part. And again, as I've gotten older, I really noticed this over a year now, because it was a movie that we saw, but it was an anime, Japanese, animated movie that we saw, me and some friends of mine, and it was about high schoolers, and it was fine. It was well animated and whatever, but it just became very clear to me that I just don't identify with fucking teenage protagonists. I just don't. Or at least it's harder for it's funny. But so all the fucking characters in this game, because it's a fucking, manga/anime game essentially, so I'm not necessarily the target audience, but I enjoy the enjoy the genre and the format, but it is kind of eye-rolling when, like, you play a bunch of games as fucking teenagers, and it's just like, come on. But, whatever. They're still fun, so. It's, an inside joke of mine and my friend Eric, one of my oldest friends, that like limited edition video games. Often one of the items that will be included with them, like 95% of the time, is an art book. And it's just lame to me. And so I make fun of that. I go, ooh, fucking art book. All right. Fucking art book. Yes, comes with a fucking art book. Just because, like, it's a thing that when I open the box, I look at the art book before I play the game. None of the art is significant to me. And then when I'm done with it, I just, it's the kind of thing that I'll take out of the box every year, a couple years. And I'll look through it, thumb through it, and go, oh, that's neat, and put it back. And it's just so fucking art book. There was some bonus if you got the digital version of Final Fantasy VII Remake for the PlayStation 5, blah, blah, blah. It came with a digital art book. And you made sure to let me know about the digital art book, which is even good. If there's anything cooler than an actual art book, it's a digital art book. Yeah, so. But anyway, I'm, I love you all. My shoes hurt, and I want you to have a great night. And I hope I do too.